Coming to you live from Southern California. 4th of July baseball coming at you. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Los Angeles Dodgers.
Just about set to go. And towing the slab, number 78. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Now at the plate, Isaac Paredes.
Third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And an easy out to start the game. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Jake Myers.
And Boog, he's the table setter for this offense. Team leader and on-base percentage. I mean, that just gives your teammates plenty of chances to cash in and bring them around to score. Man, I used to love when I had a guy out in second base or third base. Easy to get those RBIs. Game after game, you know a guy like this, what he's going to provide and the opportunities that other guys are going to get in the lineup.
Next pitch misses. 2-1. Just missed. In the air, center field. Nabs it. 2 down.
Batting third, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Two out, space is empty. That's towards center. Pajes under it. And that is that. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And towing the mound for Houston in this one, Lance McCullers Jr. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Next offering misses down and away. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double. It's not often someone hits a baseball this hard. It's worthy of a StatCast treatment, Singy.
Well, I was anxious to see what that exit velo would be, and wow, 116 miles per hour. StatCast absolutely lives for these moments. You know, it's so cool to get that kind of data back almost instantly.
Swings and misses. And a count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Turns and fires the bats. That pitch just misses the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Man at second. That to right. Smith on his way over. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with one out.
Batting third. First baseman.
Time now for Dave
Ray
Roberts' lineup for the
Freeman.
Los Angeles Dodgers. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
And that misses. And it's 2-1.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
That's in there. And now 2-2. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Smith makes the catch. Runner tags from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
The batter now will be Will Smith. 2 outs. Fouled off left side. Kicks and deals. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So they get 1 run on 1 base hit. No errors. No one left. On to the second now from Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Astros nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine, top of the second, and now Cam Smith. Next offering is fouled back. Now he breaks his bat. And he barehands it. And that's a great play for the out.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. Bat explodes. And then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
And now it's Christian Walker. And that's in for a strike. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Vic Caratini at the plate. Next offering is in for a strike.
3-2.
This one chopped to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Astros nothing. Back here in L.A., we head to the bottom of the second. And now Teoscar Hernandez. And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Batting 6th, center fielder.
So digging in, Andy Pajes. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hernandez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Ground ball right side. And it goes just foul. Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And here is Michael Conforto. Tap foul at the plate. Man at first, 1 away. McCullers a move to first. Hernandez back in on a dive. Squirts away a little bit. He's in there. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. Breaking ball inside. And the count is filled up. Man at second. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout. And the runner holds.
Batting 8.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for LA, but they lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Yainer Diaz. And a foul ball. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Hernandez pulls it down, and there's 1 down.
Batting 8, left fielder Cooper Hummel.
Cooper Hummel up next for the Astros. Here's a 1-1. And that is out of play. And it's even up.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
1 down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. Now 2 out.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. Just off the inside edge. Headed down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They trail here 1-0. And we're back,
Leading
ready to go
off
for the
for the
last half of the
Dodgers,
inning. Miguel Rojas at the
baseman,
plate.
Miguel
When you talk about elite
Rojas.
defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Ball, that's out.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Altuve slings to
Now
first.
batting,
Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Shohei Ohtani.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Shohei Ohtani. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Man at first. Mookie digs in here. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Not even close there. 3-1 now. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, first baseman.
Here is Freddie Freeman. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Next pitch is outside.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field. If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
And that is downstairs. 3-2 now. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Flips it from the ground. That's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well-broken-in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Will Smith to the plate. On the ground, right side. Altuve slings to first, and they get the out on Smith. And the inning is over. 2 left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Astros nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Isaac Paredes. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Left field, Conforto moving under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a bouncer out to short. Betts whips it to first. Out on a bang play, but he made it close. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground to short, Betts. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
2 outs, runner at first. Cam Smith, the next to hit. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab on the run. And that'll do it. So the Astros lead 1. They still trail 1-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now it's the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Lots of players perform better at home, and this batter is no exception. Might be the crowd or the familiar surroundings, but he's typically better in this environment.
Sliced hard but foul. One and two here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pajes. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers,
the batter will be Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Yeah, here comes Tommy Edman. 2 outs. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Another 1-2. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. And there's a ball. Conforto, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Third baseman,
Miguel Rojas getting ready to hit. And that'll load the bases.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. McCullers gets the hook, and not his finest start. Never really looked comfortable out there. We'll have a new pitcher on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for Houston.
So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Ryan Gusto.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Just missed.
Berg, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
Well, not what they were looking for from him out of the pen. That'll drive a manager crazy. He wants guys to come in and attack the strike zone.
Here's Betts. The Dodgers threatening. This ball's chopped on the ground. In plenty of time to first, and Betts is set down. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. On to the top of the fifth we go. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Astros nothing. Back here in L.A., all set for the start of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Christian Walker. And a 1-1. And a foul ball. Got him swinging.
Now batting, catcher
Victor Caratini digs in now.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
This to third. And the first two set down on the top of the fifth.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
So next up for Houston, Yainer Diaz.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. The Dodgers leading by 2, and we're at the top of the fifth. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Freddie Freeman.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Next offering is in the dirt.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's the first out.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
One down, base is empty.
2-1.
Missed with a changeup, and the count is 3-1. On the ground to third, Paredes. Tosses across to first. Home man for the fifth inning, moving along.
Now
2 quick outs.
Right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
2 down, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That was the sweeper, but it missed. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they hold a 2-0 lead. And we're back. All set for the top of the 6th. And stepping in for the
Leading off
Astros,
first,
Cooper
left
Hummel.
fielder Cooper Hummel.
That clips a corner. Movement in the bullpen. Anthony Banda, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Garcia also throwing. Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now batting, shortstop Mauricio Dubon.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Mauricio Dubon. Towards first. Good feed. That's one. On to Freddie. Double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
So 2 down now, and here is Isaac Paredes. Next pitch is outside. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And that's outside. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Two down, nobody on. That one ripped right center field. This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Number 78 departs, and that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave him some length, back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching.
Lou Trevino gets the ball now.
Number 58.
And we all know about his slider. It's
Lou
just
Trevino.
filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So runner at second, 2 down. And the batter now, Jake Myers. In for a strike, 2-2. Paredes at second with 2 down. Fought off foul. Myers stays alive. Comes a 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a ball popped up. And that is that. Excellent work out of the Dodgers bullpen there. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Astros nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and now Andy Pajes. Now a pop-up on the infield. Walker sizes this one up, and he makes the catch. Then there's 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto will climb in. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away now.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 outs, base is empty. Tommy Edman at the plate. Here's a 1-1. Center field. Myers under it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Astros nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Ball to strike. The pitch. That one missed.
Well, these Astros just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Throw on to Freeman. That's the first out at the top of the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
The Astros trailing by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. The next offering misses. 2-2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play.
Christian Walker.
Christian Walker now at the plate. One of the rare guys at first base that you almost think defense first. He is that good with the glove. You're talking about top of the list elite defensive first baseman. And that skips in the dirt.
First basemen are involved in just about every single play, so when you have somebody so solid over there, you can breathe a little easier.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Get out of town. A solo shot. His 11th of the year. It's 2-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
That home run was a no-doubter. As we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, Boog. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo. And like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well. And that carried way over the wall.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Lou Trevino gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound. Anthony Fonda.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So 2 down. Next to hit, Victor Caratini. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
The other thing about an elite defensive first baseman like him, it just instills a ton of confidence in those guys playing third and short that have to make those long, tough throws at times. And he just handles them so well. So he really makes the entire infield better with his glove.
Designated hitter, Yainer
So now
Diaz.
the Astros designated hitter, Yainer Diaz. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
In the air, out towards right center. Pages snags it on the run. Astros notch a run on the solo homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Set for the last half of the 7th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. The 1-1. Just missed. The Astros have some action in their pen. Brian Abreu preparing to come on if needed. King getting loose as well. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And down on strikes he goes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
One down, base is empty. And that one pulled foul. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He'll circle the bases. His 2nd homer of this series, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-1.
Shohei leaves his mark on every game he plays, and he's done it again with the home run. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty, one away. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Bounced up the middle. Dubon. Mookie retired, 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run.
Up
Not
next,
allowing it to stay
Dodgers,
in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
Freeman.
2 down, base is empty. There's Freddie Freeman now. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the bottom of the 7th. Into center and a base hit.
Now batting, catcher Will Smith.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. The 1-1. In the dirt. Goes to second. Save. And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch. Freeman stands at second with 2 gone. And that's too high.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. In the air, left field. Hummel makes the grab. That is the inning. Dodgers add 1 to their lead on the solo homer. And this is now a 3-1 ball game.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Alex Vesia.
He's got some of the best swing and miss stuff going right now. He's striking out hitters at a very high rate this year, so this should be fun to watch.
And 1-2.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Pages settles under it and makes the catch. 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop Mauricio.
And next
Dubon.
to hit for Houston, Mauricio Dubon. Next offering upstairs. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that one a little below the knees. And now it's 3-2. Ground ball up the middle. Betts. Throw to first in time.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Isaac Paredes. A changeup missing, and a count 2-1. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Jake Myers up next for the Astros.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Astros 1.
Now pitching for Houston.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Hunter Brown.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So digging in,
Leading
Andy
off for the
Pages.
Dodgers, center fielder Andy Pages.
Right side. Smith snags it. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder
Michael Conforto steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fights that one away, still 1-2. One down, base is empty. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Now batting.
So up next, Tommy Edman. So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 outs. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Dodgers go down quietly as the lead remains 3-1. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Tanner Scott.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Check swing, and he went 2-2 now.
2-2 now.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Way high.
3-2.
In the air, right field. And that drops foul. This is downstairs, and that's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Cam Smith up next for the Astros. Next pitch is downstairs.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
With the tying run at the plate, you're at the top of the 9th. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back. Hauls it in on the warning track.
And he hammered that to straightaway center field. It's a deep part of the ballpark. Tell you what, that wind is blowing straight in. Got to be a big man if you're going to go through the wind of that part of the park. It just knocked that ball down.
He's 2 outs away. Christian Walker up next for the Astros. The tying run at the plate. Cut on and lifted in the air. Hernandez settles underneath it. Squeezes it. 2 down. Astros down to their last out. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Victor Caratini. Tying run at the plate. The Astros down to their final strike. Just off the inside corner. The count now 2-2. The ball game.
I always loved playing 4th of July games at home. There's so much energy in the ballpark, the red, white, and blue everywhere. And when you get a win, you feel like you did something special. Now it's off to get showered and changed and enjoy these fireworks.
And your final 3-1. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.